Greetings, YouTube. Welcome to Camper Killer Commentary number 15. I'm sorry, it's not a science video.
This is not a science video.
And it's probably not anything you give a shit about.
You don't give a shit about this.
But today I'm gonna talk about something I give a shit about.
Something that pisses me off.
Stupid atheists. Recent studies have been showing that atheism is growing across the globe. In 2010, the CIA published its World Factbook saying 2.1% of the world population was now comprised of atheists. And in 2012, a poll called the Global Index of Religiosity and Atheism found that at least 5% of Americans were atheists. The same poll found that 10% of Australians are atheists. The population of France is 29% atheist. 31% of the people in Japan are atheists. But the atheist capital of the world has to be China, with 47% of its population not believing in a divine creator of any kind. Whoa, that's a lot of atheists. And I'm sure that the atheist movement sees that poll as a good sign that intelligence is on the rise. But me, it just makes me wonder how many of them are fucking stupid. Now let's get this straight, some of the brightest critical minds in human history have been atheists. And the majority of the most prolific minds within modern science today are atheists. And yes, it does seem that high intellects tend to drift towards atheism quickly. And I have no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is that atheism also seems to draw in the dumbest, most two-dimensional, cardboard-brained, retarded idiots looking to fit into a hip little group where they can feel powerful or smart. Let's make this incredibly clear. I have no problem with intelligent people who spent the time to research both sides of the argument to decide upon what side they side with. But every time I find myself knee-deep in a conversation with some uneducated fuckhead who declares him or herself an atheist but knows nothing about philosophy, DNA, evolution, or cosmological arguments, I can't help but to ask myself, am I really having an interaction with an intelligent, free-thinking individual, or just talking to some brainwashed zealot blindly following atheism as if it's a religion? And let's not make no mistake, most atheists you're gonna meet out on the street are dumb fucking shit. They don't know anything about this guy, or this guy, or this guy, or this guy, or any of these fucking books right here. But bet your ass they know how to copy and paste a Facebook meme about the flying spaghetti monster. Of course, when you ask them who invented the popular concepts of memes or the flying spaghetti monster, they look at you like a 3-year-old trying to figure out algebra. And that's because they're fucking stupid. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but you're never gonna find me claiming to be something I can't explain. Here's a fun little game. Next time you're talking to an atheist, look them directly in the eye and say, hey, what scientific arguments support your belief system? Ask them how highly complex self-replicating RNA molecules naturally formed out of the primordial soup of early Earth. And then ask them how they suppose these undiscovered hypothetical RNA molecules found a way to naturally produce DNA. Then ask them what they think the best explanation behind the Cambrian explosion is, or the 34 constants of our universe, or how we even got a universe out of nothing. Or hit them with a philosophical curveball. Ask them about the origins of morality or the problem of good and evil. And if they look back at you silently with these big eyeballs that remind you of empty fish tanks, guess what? They're stupid. Because these concepts and many others are debated within science and philosophy every day. And there's no conclusive answer to any of these arguments. But anyone seriously following these subjects should have no problem reciting the popular points and counterpoints on both sides of all these arguments. Yet almost every single atheist I meet isn't even aware that these arguments exist. So if you're an atheist and you're not interested in or aware of these arguments, guess what? You're a stupid atheist. And every time you say, hey, I'm an atheist, alls I hear is, hey everybody, I'm a big stupid asshole who likes to pretend that I have an opinion on important issues that I clearly have no business involving myself with. And even though I'm intellectually bankrupt, I sure like that science show with Morgan Freeman in it. Oh man, he's real smart. Almost as smart as my favorite scientist, Bill Nye. And my second favorite scientist is that Chinese Einstein-looking guy. I don't know his name, but he's awesome. Because he talks about aliens. Let's talk about something that's alien to me. Why is it every time I'm talking to an atheist and I ask them what kind of atheist they are, they look at me like a German Shepherd just jumped out of my asshole as if they don't know there's different kind of atheists? And then I find myself explaining atheism to the atheist. You see, implicit atheism is like you don't know anything about theology or God, so you lack faith. And explicit atheism is you know all that shit, but you consciously deny that it's true.
Oh, wow.
And a positive or strong atheist affirms that there is no God, and a weak or negative atheist is just somebody who's non-theistic in any sense.
Wow, I didn't even know that. Well, I guess now that I think about it, I don't know, I guess I'm just an atheist. Just an atheist.
The last stupid atheist I had the pleasure of talking with just brought up atheism out of the blue. We're in a lobby, Xbox Live, playing Modern Warfare 3. We're talking about Iron Man 3. Suddenly, some fucking idiot just opens his mouth and goes, "Anybody else here an atheist? I'm an atheist." Knowing damn well I should mute this motherfucker, I make the mistake of asking, "How can you be so sure there's no such thing as God or a creator of the universe?" He laughs and goes, "Well, dude, science says there isn't." So I reply, "Well, how come 2 out of 5 scientists disagree with what you just said?" And then he says, "Well, yeah, not real scientists." So I'm like, what about Francis Collins, the geneticist who used to head the Human Genome Project and is now the director of the National Institutes of Health? He used to be an atheist, and now he believes in God. And I swear at that exact moment I could actually hear his 2 brain cells flipping through a 3-page Rolodex to find the 6-word retort he gave me. "Do you also believe in Zeus?" And before I could reply, he left the lobby. And as much as I'd like to believe it isn't so, I know that he thought he won some sort of argument there. I could picture him smelling his fingers and giggling, thinking, "Zeus, I said Zeus." Now I can't prove there's such thing as a god, but I could sure as hell prove there's such thing as stupid atheists. I could also prove there's such thing as smart theists. Richard Smalley, professor of astronomy and physics, won a Nobel Prize in chemistry in 1985. He believed in a god. Charles Townes, Nobel Prize-winning physicist who invented the laser, totally believes in a god. Freeman Dyson, theoretical physicist and mathematician, winner of the prestigious Lawrence Medal, the Max Planck Medal, and the Lewis Thomas Prize. Not only does he believe in God, he also ranked number 25 in the 2005 Global Intellectuals Poll.
Yeah, but he's not a real scientist.
Werner Arber, microbiologist and geneticist, winner of the Nobel Prize in Physiology. He believes in a god. Developmental biologist Sir John Bertrand Gurdon, winner of the Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine. He's the guy that discovered you could turn mature cells into stem cells. He also believes in a god. Anthony Hewish, radio astronomer, won the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1974, once wrote, "The ghostly presence of virtual particles defies rational common sense and is non-intuitive for those acquainted with physics. Religious belief in God and Christian belief may seem strange to common sense thinking, but when the most elementary physical things behave in this way, we should be prepared to accept that the deepest aspects of our existence go beyond our common sense understanding." Well said, Anthony. Well, I don't have enough time left to name the rest of the award-winning scientists who believe in a creator because I just won the game. But before this commentary ends, I'd like to say to any intelligent atheists out there who may feel the urge to attack me for making this video, fuck off, I wasn't addressing you. I'll deal with you guys in a video I make in the future. Well, I hope you enjoyed Camper Killer commentary number 15. I just went 34-14, and if you're a stupid atheist, I bet you're thanking God that this video is now over. Thanks for watching. Peace.